Check, check, check. Level checks. There it is. And quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live on the radio. Zoom Room video sponsored by the VMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other frickin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news, so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz and Jack. Unfortunately, Jack off. Last minute posted he can't make today's show. Of course, Torque with the host getting us started off on Thirsty Thursday. Yes, Jack was already scheduled to not be here tomorrow, and I was planning on taking the day off, but don't know if we're going to do that yet. I guess I'll figure that out coming up here. But Bridge Troll, starting off with 300 bits, game me. That's right. Let's see what we got for Bridge Troll today. Today we've got a copy of Siberia 3 Deluxe Edition. Siberia 3 Deluxe Edition. Going out the Bridge Troll for 300 bits. Siberia 3 on Steam. $12.99. There you go. Going out to Bridge Troll. Let me get this out to you. And of course, that reminds me to open up the giveaway, because we like to give away some free shit here. So if you like free shit like we like free shit, all you got to do is type in exclamation I love free shit for a chance to win a mystery game key. And of course, the way to win more mystery game keys is to make that bar move like Bridge Troll did. 300 bits will get you a mystery game key. Every time we hit 500 bits or a sub, we'll stop playing marbles and do a raffle for a mystery game key if you don't know how it works. But welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Thursday, April 22nd, 2021. We are a week out from the next release, and from the chatter I hear, from everything I see, gonna be quite a bit to digest come release day next week. So gonna be a whole lot to be looking at, whole lot of interesting stuff. And Well, we're just going to have to wait for it because usually we'll get release notes early. We don't get those anymore. But anyway, we do our best around here. Meanwhile, we're going to jump on out to the Tweetiverse. Start off our day where 23 hours ago, Chris says, confirm that QA doesn't work after the new server published. Sadly, not something I can easily test before publishing. Investigating. Apparently, there was a little quirk out there. Couldn't get to it. 22 hours ago, looks like the QA server got some bad data from the new crafting stuff. Oopsie. Gonna roll it back and republish. Might need a new build, though. 20 hours ago, QA server is fixed. Sorry about that. No client-side patch needed, though. Did not need to rebuild a new client for it, so that was good. There was an exception going on the server side due to some last-minute data madness. Data madness. Tina, no Jack. Jack off. Jack had a bail for, I'm guessing, meetings, phone calls, whatever it was. But yes, QA server was fixed. And then we've got a poll here from Chris. And again, Twitter poll posted 6 hours ago. Offline players. Do people really play offline? I guess some people do. Do you like that nothing respawns in offline mode? Just curious, as it's another old decision I question while testing. And, yeah, I know. Most of you are all either in meetings or doing something or sneaking out to catch our broadcast all the time. I know that. Waldo jumps in, throws his bits, and then he runs back to what he's got to do. Bridge Troll's on the road most of the time. I know. But offline mode, my understanding, I don't know how many of you have actually played offline mode, but my understanding is that when you go out to, say, Deep Ravenswood, as you work your way around the loop and kill things, nothing respawns. You got to really just, when you empty the whole scene, leave the scene, come back later on. I believe it finally respawns that way. Anybody know any different? Please shout out and correct me. But you actually have to just kill everything in the scene, and it doesn't respawn like in online mode. And the next question, of course, is do any of you actually play the offline version from time to time? That is a question that's got to be asked. But don't everybody answer at once out there. And I'm going to just go ahead, but offline should probably respawn. I don't see why it wouldn't. And right now, 71.1% think that offline should respawn. No, and only 28.9. Azorian says offline is boring. Yeah. Tina, I can't imagine the rate of respawn working offline. And Serenia says, nope, she's not a player. Okay. Yeah, never play offline. Okay. Yeah, it's one of them things. Given the choice, the things that are missing in offline that aren't in offline that are in online. Again, POTs, multiple people, just town decor because you're the only one who populates the towns. So Owl's Head is totally different in offline mode than what you see in online mode. I mean, a whole world different, Most annoying things is having mobs spawn on top of me. Well, I guess that depends on the situation, Tina. Sometimes, it can be a real pain in the ass. I know you're out against, say, a boss, and you killed off a whole bunch of stuff, and then all of a sudden it respawns behind you and starts attacking you from behind. Yeah, I understand that, but once you know the mechanic, you should know how to defeat that. No, you know. That also does not play offline. Yeah, and I don't know what that difference is there, Recondis. I don't know if there's XP differences or not for the offline mode. Again, all the other things, like, you know, you can't get the PvP bonuses for experience. You can't get group experience, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know if you get more if you're farming out there. Again, I haven't played it in ages. I did way back just to take a look at it, and again, I'll go with the same answer. Boring. Just, you know, but you can, you know, own a whole NPC town if you have enough deeds now. So. But anyway, moving right along. If you want to get your little vote in there, there's 38 current votes and 5 hours left to vote on that topic, by the way. So if you want to get your say in on your thoughts on offline mode, go ahead and get on out there. But topic we had queued up yesterday, and we were about to get to it, but just didn't have the time, basically. And this comes in from Jackal, and this, yeah, I gotta just give it the old, you know, face palm on this one. Not gonna go vote. I don't play offline. No intention of. Yeah, well, you know, not for anything, but, you know, someday there may come a day where offline mode is all you got. So, you know, it's nice that it has a standalone to begin with. So, you may want to rethink that. 40 years from now, finding your old install disk, going back, hopefully 40 years from now, it'll still be out there. But anyway. Well, Azazel, that's been a point of contention for quite some time as well, here in NBNN, is, you know, most of the polls that go up these days are now and yes, it's based on, you know, 40, maybe 50. Last one was, you know, like 20 something. It's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot. But this comes from Jackal. Targeting failure and reproduction rate happens regularly but sporadically. Block or no, but it's been an ongoing issue and frustrating. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Details. The target was locked on and directly in front of me. Directly in front of me. Single target shots hit everything in the area except for the locked target in front of me. Yeah. The locked on target should always be the target hit. Don't override that ever. Fired 8 to 10 shots at the locked target, facing it directly from different locations / angles. Not a single shot hit the locked on target. After leaving the area and returning, the target locked on and worked this time, hitting the intended target, but not other targets in the area. Targeting works most of the time, but fails a lot too. This is not a scene issue. It happens everywhere against any type of target. It's purely a targeting issue where the locked target is being ignored for some reason. Hmm. Players have complained about this issue for ages. Steps to reproduce. Target stuffs in areas of multiple targets and shoot. Keep doing that, and eventually it will happen where your intended target is totally ignored, even if it's from directly in front of it. Now, how many people out there have had this happen to you in the past? I know it's happened to me. It's happened to Jack. It's been a primary, ongoing, running complaint about the targeting system for as long as I can recall. I don't understand what happens with it. I don't know why, but it happens, and it happens. Um, whether you're tab targeting. I know Chris just reintroduced mouse targeting, highlighting, so that you can do that. But time and time again, and again, it's a recurring problem that is annoying enough to be annoying. Where you're out there hunting and you've got something locked on and it's right there, and you're not hitting it because something else stole. But whatever the targeting system does to do that, whether it's something that moves in the way, and then we've got commentary here. Alley-oop was asked, "What is the target?" And that was actually, I got to refresh this, which is a good question. What was the target? He kind of asked, "Was the lock target far away from you, out of range, and the attack's probably going to the one that was closer?" Well, the OP states that he was right in front of him, A. So I'm going to just assume on that it was close enough. Secondly, if it's out of range, you technically shouldn't be able to target it. In most cases, this is true. You have to wait until something is within striking range to be able to target it. And that's usually striking range of an arrow, just to be clear on that. Even if you've got a sword or a halberd or something like that equipped, once it's in a close enough range that can be shot at, you can usually target the NPC, which... I've never had that lucky, Candace. And Tina, interesting point there on the time spent on offline mode when there are so many other things that need to be addressed, aka targeting, and figure out that I'll take East Reach Gap, where we go out there and we're fighting the control point. And when those leeches are coming out from their spawn point, I can only target them to a certain extent by physically clicking on the screen and trying to target them. Even tab targeting, you have to wait for them to come within a certain range, which I believe is 40 meters. Again, so Jackal says, the lock target was directly in front at roughly 1/4 of my bow range. So close. The targets that were hit were further away and not directly in front. I did move to try different angles, but the whole time I was at approximately the same range. The shots were hitting various unselected targets, so no target was hit consistently, and the target was also moving to attack, so not an issue with it being bugged out. I've seen this happen a ton of times. The lock target, both closer and further away. Facing doesn't appear to matter either, as I've always had a lock target directly in front, and the shot will be missed instead. Will instead hit some target from the periphery of my view. I don't think any situation should occur where a lock target is overridden. I gotta agree with him there. And we'll talk about that in a second. If something, even another creep, is in the way, That's what I wanted to get to. The lock target should have a cover bonus. If the lock target is not at the correct facing in front, then no shot should be fired. Good point. Even if an alternate target is being fired upon because the alternate is not the lock target. Players have complained about targeting ever since I joined Shroud. It's nuts that something so simple as a lock target doesn't not work correctly. And Ikanda's chiming in. He feels his pain. I might just be used to the behavior after all these years. Try to look at it from a fresh perspective today and see if I can repro what's happening. One suspicion and something I submitted as a bug way back, and wish list more recently, is that the game's targeting works based on the camera controller. Something I've had problems with, not the player controller. Meaning, if your character is literally facing the target in the game, but you spin your camera controller, which is your perspective as a player, auto attack will stop until you spin your camera back at the enemy. If you aren't using auto attack but using glyphs, I'll bet it works the same way. So, I never tried that, Econdis, truthfully. Interesting point. So that he could be what you're seeing here. This messes me up when I'm in a party because I like to maintain situational awareness, swing my camera around, see what's going on. But then my efficiency at fighting is this diminished. Yeah, he said, well, see, he says facing doesn't seem to be an issue, but I'm also guessing that he didn't swing more than 45 degrees when doing that. Most people who are archers tend to keep, facing pretty, so if I'm facing this way, I can hit a broad range of stuff from here. I don't have to be right there. Like when you're up with a sword and you got to literally be in front of facing your target. Hang on a second. I gotta do something real quick because all right. Somebody keeps calling me who I got to talk to, but I can't take his call while I'm live on the air. Tech support. Tech support. But going back here, yeah, lock targeting just doesn't seem to stick sometimes. And again, as Econdis was pointing out, now Econdis, I gotta ask, are you talking about what I've always complained about, that if my character is facing, it shouldn't matter where my camera goes? Or are you proponent for actually using camera targeting? Yeah, see, the odd thing with that also, though, yeah, but see, and the odd thing with that is, even with the, how do I explain it? When you do that, say I'm targeting something, bow and arrow, straightforward, and I make that 45-degree turn, it stops the attack, but never have I actually seen it pick up an attack somewhere else, which is interesting when that happens. It still remains targeted. Yes, and it just has never made sense to me, Serenia. Again, if I'm standing up and I'm going to use Econ this year as my target, and I am facing my target, it should not matter that I did this with my camera to stop attacking the target that I'm facing. Just it doesn't make much sense. Um, but again, that in itself is not the main issue that this guy's seeing. Several times, it happens to me all the time. You'll go ahead and I'm a fan of tab targeting. Unless it's something that's right there that I got to hit real quick. Then I'll use my mouse and double click on a target. Get it out of the way. But as an archer, I'm going to target what I want, or my first target will be selected, and then I'll tab out to the next targets selectively that way. But a lot of times, now this is something that I wanted to touch back on, is I do believe that Shroud Math allows for an NPC coming across your field of attack to actually take that hit. I've got to agree with Jackal on this, though, that if something does that, the shot should not be taken, and you know, or give the NPC extra cover at the point when that's happening. Yeah, tab targeting, it just makes things easier, and I've even gotten lazier. I've got foot pedals on the floor where I've actually programmed it so that I can tab E, so I can actually loot using a foot pedal if I want to. So talk about, getting savvy. But ongoing issue here, and something's got to give. I mean, I know. Again, we just recently added when you actually double click an NPC, and I'm just using Jack here as an example. It gets targeted, it gets highlighted, and that's your locked on target. I still have yet another, and it's a minor complaint, but Deep Ravenswood. You go out to Deep Ravenswood. Another flaw in the targeting system is if I'm out there and I want to go hunting those pigs out there for some bacon, and there's a zombie or basically a red NPC, nasty. You cannot target that as long as there is one of them enemies in motions in the area. It will automatically target to one of those NPCs. Whereas, again, lock targeting, if I want to select the damn pig, I should be able to select the pig and target it and not have to target all the other stuff around me. Maybe I plan on outrunning all that stuff after I collect my pig. Breaking my immersion, folks. No, foot pedal is just like pressing the E key, except I'm pressing the button on the floor. Ain't no different. Ain't no difference. Still got to push the pedal. Still got to push the button. Yeah. It just keeps the hands free for other things, I don't know. Playing with foot pedals. Yeah, foot pedals actually come in handy. I don't know how many of you have ever tried them, but if you haven't, they can do all sorts of really cool things in video games. So if you want something that you do over and over and it becomes tedious to make certain motions, you just put it on a foot pedal and all you got to do is stomp on it. So Econdas just went ahead and tested that theory. So what did you use? Were you using archery or were you using magic? You said you used glyphs. You're using the archery glyphs. I'm assuming. Okay. Okay. But I'm curious. Now, how about something like Fireball? Azazel, unfortunately, there are two different things that are going on here. One is just the inability, and again, I believe we can demonstrate this. We have the archery target here now, so let me go ahead and do this. I believe I can demonstrate this. Okay, if I target the archery target, and the camera thing is I'm facing the target. My character is facing the target, and as soon as I turn 45 degrees away, I stop attacking the target. Now, that's a first. I've never actually seen the character change facing like that. I've never seen that happen. There we go. That would be that was weird. That actually changed a minute ago. My character actually changed stance a minute ago, which was very weird. But that's one aspect of targeting. The one thing is, that I dislike, and Condas is saying he dislikes, is the fact that I've got my target. I'm facing my target. I'm swinging around to look at something. I shouldn't stop, just because I, the third person of the player, is looking for what's coming up next doesn't mean, but yeah. See, that was interesting. Even though I had the practice archery target, when I swung, it went to the practice dummy there. Did you all see that? Yeah. So, what rhyme or reason that was that it went to the practice dummy because it shouldn't have done that, but it actually did. And maybe we'll clip that just to show. Okay, wasted enough arrows. But two different things happen here. One is, again, something else steals the targeting system, and then of course the stopping of attacking when your camera goes more than 45 degrees. But one of them things that just makes things a little annoying. And again, it's a long standing complaint from players, and I wish that we'd give it a little love, a little time, a little in-depth look as to what causes this problem. And if it happens to be something that the Met says, this happens, that happens, well, maybe we got to consider taking that out and changing it up, doing something with it. I don't know. But anyway, it's back in the news. It's out there, and of course, people, people got to know about it. It's not you; it's the system. But moving right along, got a couple other interesting topics. This is something I just got to get a chuckle at, and I don't know. Maybe he's got something here. Row house lot territory from Stilch. Hi there, dear developers. Can you some enlarge lot territory row houses? Not much, just to the inner border of the lot marker. Very difficult to install outdoor decorations, and house signs cannot be installed like as on NPC owned row houses on the wall of the second floor. This will be very good for all row house owners. Thank you. Sean Paxlayer with 5 shamrocks. Or is that 6 shamrocks? 6 shamrocks. Afternoon. We're not whining. We're reading complaints, concerns. But I'm curious as to what he's actually looking at. that he means just to the inner border of the lot marker. That's right. I'm reporting. I'm misinterpreting the news. You know how it goes. I'm wondering, first off, what kind of row house this guy is using. Second, what he means by, inner border of the lot marker. Row houses themselves. Um, on the right row house, you can deco the sides. I've got the sides of my row houses. Now, again, depending on the row house, if you're using one of the, and let me see here. I believe I have, and let's see if we can get. Well, even better. How about we do it this way? Go over to the Crown store and homes. Depending on the row house, if you've got one of the original plain old, and I don't know if you can get those here, plain old wood and plaster. Yeah, the only area that's available is that little ledge underneath on the outside, but you should be able to decorate the outer face and sides of this. Of course, that is if you don't have somebody right up next to you. Um, if you have one of these inverted ones, you have more room. And depending on the sign you want to put, I don't know if he's talking about like the little sign that's right there. Yeah, but the stone ones are what I was actually looking at. I don't know if any of the stone ones are actually available in the store because I think those were just all pledge items, so you really can't find those. But depending on which row you get, you get the alcove, you get a little outside area, but the handcrafted ones as well. Let me see if I got any of those. Homes. Yeah, these aren't showing. Not showing the pictures. Or is that because I don't have... Nope, hold on. I have to have that on there. There we go. Like these old 3-story row homes, there's no room to do anything outside of these, but you should still be able to place stuff on the outside, as far as I understand. I haven't used one of these homes in forever because when they brought in these wooden plaster with the underhang or the overhang, I used a lot of these, but a lot of mine now are the either the greenhouse with the upstairs or the merchant row house with the glass windows, which also has a nice front to it. So yeah, or the empty row lot. Still not a fan of that. I think we did that one wrong. Personally, I don't think we should charge for an empty row lot, but it is what it is. But interesting stuff there. Coming from Laszlo, and this one you guys might be able to fill me in a little bit in on because I'm curious. I don't do it much, if at all, but jumping in bard songs. Jumping to interrupt spells works pretty well because most spells either have a short execution time or can't be cast on the run. I believe there's a toggle for that. You can actually do that, by the way. Unless there's some new mechanic in that I'm not aware of. But so there's rarely any conflict between jumping and interrupting. Although, I think is what he meant to say, some bard songs have very long execution times and can be cast on the run. So if you're in a place with uneven terrain, you'll quite often want to jump, but be unable to do so without interrupting your song. Is there any way around this that I'm not aware of? If not, it would be nice if there were some ways to prevent this conflict. And Bergen comes back, says, anytime you perform an action that brings up a progress bar, jumping will interrupt it. Well, the progress bar is up. There's no way around it. Uh, Laszlo says, not 100% sure, but when Bard songs were first implemented, there was no way to interrupt them, including jump, and that was fixed. I'm not really sure what the best solution would be, since you obviously should have some way to interrupt songs. Maybe if stop singing was bindable and bound to the same key as jump by default, or did something like that. I doubt it's an issue for many people, but with a tonal aria working properly now, it's more of an issue than it used to be. And Bridge Trolls wanted to chime in, and he agreed. Bard was intended to be mobile, and jumping is the only way through. So my question is, and then they come back with escape. So are we trying to break this while casting? Is that what the problem is, or are they trying to, I mean, I'm not understanding what the actual concern here is. And if somebody can enlighten me on this one, I'm curious. You'd like POT trash piles? Yeah, well, we don't have those yet. I know they're in game. I'm surprised we don't have them. Yeah, well, see, my conundrum there is the casting time of a Bard song, and I don't even think I have a Bard build. Don't even think. Where is Bard? Where is the barding skills, for crying out loud? There it is. That's what I thought. I don't know why I passed that. But let's just throw this in. Which one did he was talking about? A tunnel area. So give that a minute to populate. So if you're looking to cast that, I see. Okay. I don't know. I just jumped there. Right? Interrupted. That actually picked up the second time. That was weird. I have no idea what's happening. I did not do that. Yeah, but interestingly enough, what? Now, this is really weird. I'm not touching anything here. Is that supposed to happen? Okay, let's try this again. So, why did that automatically start doing that before I even? That's weird. I don't know what the heck was going on there. Okay, now I'm gonna try and cast it again. So can I run and jump while I'm holding that down? Sure can. So that's not the problem. And then when you're casting, it interrupts. Let's see, it kept going for me after it interrupted last time, which was really weird. I don't know. That worked that time, but okay, I can see where that is. But again, for the most part, I thought bards would really be standing in one place doing their barding and not actually on the run. So I didn't understand how that becomes a problem. Um, because once you've cast it, and then you can run around and do whatever you want. So, um, and also the not being able to run and cast again, I believe is an option on your controls. Prevent movement while casting. Just uncheck that, and you can move while casting for everything, is my understanding. So, Bard on the run. Yeah, go into PvP mode. Well, see, that's a different story. Again, um, maybe you should come on in and come into the green room, and yeah, we'll throw this up there for shits and giggles. We're gonna throw this up here for shits and giggles.
At Aspen Dental, today is the day to take back your smile. Why wait? Save 20% on your...
Right. The Cyclops is unaware of our presence. This should be an easy battle so long as we strike hard and fast.
Yes, our best advantage will come from a surprise attack.
Indeed, we must not let him have the upper hand.
Well, if everyone is ready, I'll sing you a song of strength to boast in.
Ah, yes, very good.
Ha! Ooh, yeah. You're feeling strong, you're feeling tough. You like it rough, you're strong. Now, hey,
Is that it?
Yes, you should be feeling pretty strong about now.
Ah, yes. Yes, I think I feel it. I feel a little bit stronger. Do you feel it, Orlando?
Yes. Yes, I suppose I do. It's a subtle strength.
You're welcome.
What about you, Adamus?
Well, it can't hurt, can it?
Exactly.
Thank you for the compliment.
Well, Rowanus and myself will attack the Cyclops from the side, allowing Adamas to do the main damage. And Bard, you do what you do.
Very groovy.
Ah, yes, very good. To battle! To battle!
1 and a 2, 3, 4. Don't have any fear. Protection. Sticks and stones might break your bones. I'm strong in protecting you from the blows. Protecting
Bard! I need heals!
Yep. Feel my magical power.
He's not really doing much, Bard. Like I feel maybe a little bit, but it's quite subtle.
I hear you loud and clear, bro. Oh my god. Don't worry, Orlando. I'll sing you a protection song. Your protection. You're beautiful.
Did you do it?
Yes, you should be able to take any blow from any foe. A little poet.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god! Don't worry, Adamus. I got your back, man.
Oh, Bard! Help, Bard!
Till the powerful hour. Through your veins, power in your veins.
Bard, help!
Man singing new things.
Bard, help me!
You're not dead. It's all in my head. You're all gonna come back to life. You're all gonna need it. I'm in my protection bubble. That's all I can hurt is I protect you, Mama. I don't want to die. I'm only 35. Oh, kill me, please. Hey guys, you can subscribe to the
Just happen to have that in Discord, and yeah, that's what most people envision bards as in gaming. And these guys, Viva La Dirt League, gotta give them credit. They do some really funny shit. Yeah, well, as you would think by that time that the bard would actually up and run. You would think, but anyway, that's what there is about that. And give one more quick topic. Always hate to see this happen, but you never know. One person's misgivings or another person's bonus. Sold out vendor at Crossroads silently says after more or less 9 years, it's time to say goodbye. Visit my vendor at Crossroads and take a look. More stuff to come the next days, so I'm guessing he's selling out his stock. So if there's stuff you're looking for, get on out to owner silently, which is silently is I guess the lot that he's on, and see if he's got anything you might be interested out there. Of course, always sad to see people taking off, leaving, but it happens. Life changes, things change. The Bard's Tale, the songs are. Anyway, don't forget the NBNN Shroud Avatar Community Calendar is hosted out on nbnn.info and brought to you by shroudmarketplace.com. If you're looking for information out there, you can also check out Thoric's event calendar and the Shrouded Avatar upcoming events calendar as well while you're out there. Every Monday through Friday right here on WRFB Radio Free Britannia and simulcast on Twitch is Lunch with Laz and Jack, where two idiots misinterpret the news so you don't have to, on a little show called Lunch. Happening at 70s at 7 on WRFB, 10 p.m. tonight, Chaotic Country with Jareketh Rivinston. And 10 p.m. also WRFB, The Record Room, with my old man and his partner Tom. And Waldo coming in with 100 bits. Thank you, Waldo. Waldo, you know what that's going to do? I believe that triggers a game of marbles and a raffle. At the end of the day. Rando! Alrighty. Through the calendar, we're going to do a quick random game. Get out of here for today. Exclamation play. Get in on the action. Exclamation I love free shit. Make sure you're raffled up. The Tundra Tumble. 69 seconds to get on in the action. Marbles. Marbles Mania. Don't forget, tomorrow, going to be taking the day off. Going to take a 3-day weekend. Jack was already scheduled to not be here, and I had been contemplating it, so I'm going to take a 3-day weekend. Remind you all, we'll be back here on Monday as we get ready to race. "20 seconds. Make sure you're in on the action. Got to be in it to win it. And good luck. Here we go. Doing the Tundra Tumble. As Treasure Pile and Mom out the chute, being chased by Flubbid and Tina. No, that's who is that? Oh, it is Tina. Okay, I had that right. Treasure Pile in the lead. Mom giving chase. Econdis still stuck in the snow globe, bringing up the rear. Econdis, what's with you, man? Didn't you polish your marble? There he goes. Treasure Pile. Well, I don't know. It's close coming out of this. I guess we're going to see. Yeah, Treasure Pile still maintaining that lead. And Mom ejected. Flubbid ejected. Ain't we all? Treasure Pile popped up. Hard landing and ouch. Serenia popped up, ejected. Data Panics ejected. As we enter the hamster balls. Who's going to drop first? Crossfire Bug's Eye taking the lead. And it looks like Crossfire is going to come in for the win. And congrats, Crossfire Bug's Eye. You are the winner. Let's go ahead and send him some scrolls. Some scrolls for you, sir. Oh, that did not work. That did not work the way it was supposed to. Let's see if it works this way now. There it is. Crossfire Bug's Eye. Wiener. Come on. Come on, open up. There he is. Make sure you're all raffled up because they're going to be pulling 2 raffles here in just a moment once these go out. Okay, let's go ahead and do these winners. Closing out the giveaway. Picking the winner. Box Try. You are the winner of that raffle. And let's see what Box Try has got himself a copy of. He's got himself a copy of Spacecom. Spacecom for Box Try. And Spacecom. Spacecom on Steam. A whole $1.09. Yay. For Box Try. The next winner. We'll pick this winner before we close up for the end of the stream. Manelkoff. Manelkoff. We'll see what you got a copy of in just a moment. Let me get this to Box Try. Let me get this out to him. Here he is. And Manelkoff, you've got yourself a copy of This Strange Realm of Mine. This Strange Realm of Mine. Congratulations to you. on Steam. $3.24 on sale. Congratulations, Madelkoff, as well. And of course, don't forget you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/inassist, not today. Damn calls today. Or twitch.tv/NBNN. Checking us in replays on YouTube, on Twitch, on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. We don't care how you do it, which is just as long as you tune in and join us. We do appreciate it. We love you guys and gals. And we'll be back right here on NBNN on Monday with more news, shenanigans, hijinks, and other stuff. Till then, I'm Laz. Jack's not here today, and we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you all on Monday.